We are in our 15th season. We are on our 15th season here. Tonight we're running the Silver Series. This is our series night, so we're doing it a little differently this season. Everybody's broken up into teams. The first two weeks were all team head-to-head matches, and every team has a platinum, gold, one silver, and one bronze driver. This is going to be all the Silver Series racers from all the teams jumbled up into one. Should be a good night. I'm Captain Napkins. I'm joined by Squeller22. How you doing, Squeller? Hey, Squeller's
okay, my
not
mic
there.
switched for no reason. Oh, I'm here now. My mic switched for no reason, so now I'm using this one. Sorry. Anyway, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm excited for some Silver Series. It's almost like a throwback, seeing everybody in the same division racing together.
Yep. Yeah, kind of a throwback to how we used to do things. Like I said, this is a new format this season where we're given, I think, there were 6 captains that chose teams. They weren't allowed to they weren't allowed to go heavy end on the top. They had to pick one from each series. So all the captains were obviously in Diamond Series, so they were able to pick one gold, one silver, and one bronze driver to fill out their team. And these are going to be all the silver drivers. The gold and platinum have already ran, I believe. Or gold and bronze have already ran, and silver and platinum are running right now.
Yeah. Good old qualifying. You got any, you can hear me, right? My mic isn't screwed up?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sorry about that. Okay, so...
It's been a while since we've been here, so...
Yeah, it has, yeah. My mic was working good before the stream, and it just switched to my old one. Anyway, yeah, you got any picks for the race?
Let's see, I'm looking through the field here. You know, I'm going to be biased here, but I'm going to have to say Blood and Tears 72. He's my teammate. That's going to have to be my pick to win.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that pick. Fucking, he's a veteran.
He is. He's
this game. A lot of experience. So.
Been playing this game a long time.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick. I think I'm gonna pick the wild card in Soul Pun, because he'll do like really good sometimes. Other times it's just not his night. But I'm gonna go with the wild card of Soul Pun. I do have faith in him for this race. Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. Soul Pun's never a bad guess. But this is really solid. This is our Silver Series, and these guys are fast. Make no doubt about it. Just because there's 2 series ahead of them doesn't mean these guys are slouches. They'd still go in and dog walk half the people in public lobbies, so embarrass them doing so.
Speaking of, I want to kind of touch on McNasty just took the pole. Slick just took him from him, but McNasty has had a really like a large improvement, I find, as a driver as of late. He's been driving with us for a while, but I don't know, just something about him. He's really unlocked something this season. He's been putting in the time and running pretty quick.
Yeah, he's another driver. He's been here longer than I have in the PRA.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've had some good battles with him over the year, and he's really stepped it up this season and is becoming a force to be reckoned with. And then we do have a free agent, so there are also free agents that you'll see around, and I think they're in all white cars out here. And there's a couple of them. We got, I think, where are they at? I guess they're all finished.
Yeah, hard to tell. Some of them might have just gone with their own paint scheme anyway.
Yeah. There we go. Badass Frog getting in the 40 points. That's
quick.
That's as fast as we were doing in gold. That was the fastest lap in gold. So
that is very quick.
That is
And
very fast.
the times that trail it are pretty packed in behind him. Like
Yep, a
Beehive,
lot
Slick,
of
McNasty,
41
Sulfur.
twos and 41
Yeah.
threes right in there. So, yeah. Positions 2 through 6 is going to be a big pack.
Oh hell yeah! It's gonna be it's a good battle. Always a good battle in Midwest with the Ravens. I love me some C class racing too, so I'm uber excited for it.
Yep, you know that's my bread and butter as well.
Yeah.
So, although next week I'm a little conflicted. We go to my favorite car on one of my favorite tracks, but it's B class. So, I'm going to have to study up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I like B class as well.
I do
I
like B
enjoy it.
class as well. You just got to hone your braking points in a little bit.
Yep. Over on the PC side, we've been running A class Venoms, and man, it's just like so polarizing, man.
Yeah.
That car is rated at 344 when you strip it down and put all the power in it. And yeah, you need to brake super early.
Yeah. Well, and the
It's
Venom's
becoming
a
them
very
hot.
floaty, slidey car to begin with, too. So when you
Exactly.
put that much power in it, it's almost impossible to handle.
Yep. Already up. Cool. Looks like these guys are organized, getting lined up, ready to go. The Frog gets to pick if he wants inside or outside, and there's been a little bit of debate between drivers, honestly, I've seen on this track, what side is better, taking the outside line and trying to go faster to get around, or hogging the inside trying to protect it, because it is kind of a wider first two corners. It looks like
There's no
Frog,
debate for me. I'll take the
yeah,
inside on this track every time. The first two turns of left hands, if you're on the outside, you're probably getting pushed out.
yeah, that is the scary thing. I have seen some drivers in the past, though, try to risk it and go on the outside, and it's worked out sometimes, and other
You
times it
do get a
hasn't.
good pull on if you ride the
Yeah.
upside through the second turn. You can really get a good pull and get a lot of speed going down that back straight. Like I
I will
said,
say, though,
it's
the
if somebody gets
inside
up
is
underneath,
safer.
yeah, if somebody gets up underneath you, and all they got to do is nudge you to knock you off your line, and you're off the track through
Looks
the
like our
fence.
Silver Series are lined up, and we are green, 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 going
Yeah,
into lap number 2. Here we
they
go.
are green.
Ooh, No Limit accidentally taps the wall, pushes some guys wide, but nobody gets taken by Zuri's rock. That's a good sign.
Yep. Slick moves up on the underneath on Badass Frog.
Looks like he's got a better run going through the middle of that corner versus ducking low. Ducking low, you do lose a little bit of speed, so
Yep.
Frog's going to get shuffled out here. Looks like the third, potentially second.
Yeah, he'll carry the speed around and just hold on to second.
There's also a great battle in the middle of the pack, too. Everybody's staying really tight and close together. See how they spread out after corner number 1 going through the second time. Keeps it clean. Beehive's and Frog then side by side for almost a lap now.
Yep. Oh, and Frog gets pushed up, and he's going to lose a position, maybe two, because if he has to dive it down underneath, Wheelie may get the pull.
He's going for a move here, but Wheelie's in his way.
Yep, and
good battling all around, though. Nice and clean. Nothing crazy happening. What I like to see.
Everybody's being respectful. A little contact here and there, but nobody's pushing them off the track, which is
Looks like
known to
Sultan
happen.
tried to dive in a little bit on D-Highs, so he's looking, trying to make a move on him. Oh, runs a little wide, which gives Frog an opportunity to knock on his door. Oh, Slick lands a little funny. Almost lost it. Don't want to do that in first.
Yeah, they're starting to file out a little bit here. Oh, Frog goes wide, and he's going to lose another position, maybe two, to Daddy McNasty as well here. Yep. It's going to be back to sixth for Frog after really tearing it up in qualifying. Struggling to find the
No Limit hits the rock, saves it though. Sorry to cut you off.
No problem. We had breaking news.
He kept it straight though, so I think I wouldn't call that a caution. I think that's still be going green here.
Well, they're doing two car, one
Oh, then
car
yeah, we're for
tallies, but
sure.
two tally cautions. So that would have
Yes.
only been the first.
And Slick and D-Highs, these two have raced against each other for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always seem to be neck and neck battling it, even if it was in bronze or in now silver or whatever. So good to see these two having a friendly rivalry. And no surprise here to see Slick, D-Highs, Soulpun, McNasty in that top four. All veterans in
Yeah.
PRA and in Wreckfest. They really have their stuff locked in.
Yep. Oh,
And
D-Highs is making a run up the inside.
Mhm.
Not going to be able to make it stick. That outside line allows you to carry so much more speed through the horseshoe there.
Oh yeah. Ooh, McNasty goes a little, lands
Oh,
a little funny, and that's gonna give Wheelie.
somebody's on the wall. Back. Oh,
Oh,
Slick
Slick! Whoa!
almost caught Clary's rock. That.
And that's gonna jumble a 3 wide going first.
Uh,
Scary stuff. Slick goes for a
and
low move.
Slick is gonna be able to hold on to the lead miraculously.
Man, what a crazy event that just inspired there. And it looks like Soulpun and now D-Highs are going to battle it out here going into the last corner. High speed corner.
Oh, Slick took it
Ooh!
wide.
Look at that. And now we got D-Highs in first.
And Wheelie's making a run up the outside on Slick.
Crazy.
Four-way battle here,
Big
boys.
Nasty and Bumskag are right there. This is nuts. Really good racing here.
Wheelie makes a nice move up the inside on Slick. They're door to door.
Oh, Wheelie's a newer driver to PRA, and he's saying, "Hey, old farts, get out of my way."
Yeah. In the Christmas
Slick
car.
makes the move again. Yeah.
And Slick's gonna, push Wheelie out to the outside there, use every bit of the track he can. It still looks like they're gonna be door to door coming through the line.
I can't believe it. This is nuts. Yeah, and just like that, our 1 and 2 have kind of split apart from all that excitement happening. So, really, D-Highs and Soulpun are going to try to probably work together a little bit if I was them, and just try to pull away from the back of the pack, just so they can focus on their race.
Yeah,
because as soon as you get to 3 or 4 people contending for one position, it can slow everybody down greatly. And it looks like Slick is still battling with Wheelie, and that's what's happening here. You're starting to see some separation between first and second.
Yeah, first and second are starting to walk away. Every time Wheelie and Slick bump, it slows their cars down. It allows Soulpun and D-Highs to walk away. Like you were saying, they probably will be content to just finish 1-2 with the way the point scoring is working for these series races. So yeah, those are guaranteed points to stick if they anything in the top 3 really. They've just got to avoid catastrophe and stay out there to perform well for their team. But as I say, that wheelie bum gets a little bit spun around there. Looks like that might have been Bumskag that got up underneath and gave him the business. But good move.
Oh, Frog's gonna hit the wall, and that's a full spin.
And that's gonna be a full tally, yeah.
Yeah. So that could be our. Are we slowing down? No, that was just braking. So I think we're still green here. We'll see next time by if there was a tally that we missed earlier, or if we're going to be going to full caution. But before this caution, if this is a caution, I was going to say that Soulpun, we were talking about experience with him, and he was probably there for a while, one of the smartest drivers in the track, and he was like, D-Highs has the pace, and he just tucked into his slipstream that doesn't exist in this game, but he just tucked in, and he said, cool, I'm going to follow you, and we're going to get a gap in between some of these other competitors behind us. So let's see if they're going to keep going green, or if that's the first tally. That must be one tally.
Yeah, that's going to be their first tally.
Yeah, so we're still green here. Unfortunate luck for Frog, who was our pole sitter and just had some bad luck after the start, and it just kept happening, unfortunately, for him. So,
there's plenty of time left. They got 4 laps until caution cut off, so if something else happens, they're going to regroup them. But even if not, you know, badass, he was running the fastest times. He was running 40
Yeah.
points, so he
Yeah,
should
with
be
that
able
mid
to at
pack
least
beating and
catch up.
banging, you'll catch up with that mid pack beating and banging. So he's out of it.
Oh,
Ooh,
Daddy
Soul Pun runs a little
McNasty.
wide.
Yeah, Daddy McNasty cut it down too far on the last corner. Had to hit the brakes hard. Let's no limit tuck past.
Soul Pun ran wide as well, and that's turned this race into a D highs in first with space, and now
Yeah,
Slick and Soul Pun are battling for second.
D-High's got to be loving that.
Yeah.
I can hear him now. Hell yeah,
Oh, we
boys,
got.
just keep battling back there.
Might have missed it, but No Limit is now behind Frog, so something must have happened where he spun. So we might be under caution here.
Well, yeah, we may get one. As
We'll
it
see
looks
as D
like,
High
yeah,
slows up.
Slick just concedes second to Soul.
That was
Yep.
probably on purpose because he wants
Yeah.
that inside. Yeah, smart man.
Yep. He knew what he
Talk
was
about
doing.
experience.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. So yeah, we are under caution for hopefully the first and hopefully the only caution of the race.
It should be. There'll only be
Yeah.
one lap to accrue a tally on, because they'll go green on 15. No cautions that lap. They'll have 16 basically to get a tally, and then it'll be caution free.
So yeah, now we have D-High is on the pole and Frog has moved to the back of the pack, but do not count him out. He had the fastest pace, and we'll see if he can duck and weave through some traffic. Bumskeg's moved himself up quite a bit as well, another veteran of the game, and I always like to see him doing well. So yeah, we got a good stack up here.
Yep, everybody's running that 41.2 to 41.5 range, so it's just shaping up to be a action-packed 5 laps here as they pack them up. And they've gone green, green, green.
Okay, hold your breath. Here's corner one.
Yeah, I'm riding on with blood and tears here.
Okay, keeping it clean. Couple 3 wide, 4 wide almost, but nobody's gotten spun, so that's good. Okay, banked corner. See what happens here. A lot of beating and banging, of course, lap 1, just because everybody's so packed together trying to get space. But everybody's racing it really clean, which is good to see. Ooh, wheelie up on 2 wheels is going to run wide. He recovers, though, which is good. It looks like we got
a big cluster there in turn 1. Really slowed down. Blood and Tears makes a nice move up the inside, but he gets caught up on a bumper. Can he save it? Oh, what a move by my teammate. Nice. That's my teammate.
Love it.
Sorry, I know we're supposed to be impartial, but I can't help it.
It's all good. It looks like we got a Soul Pun Slick D-Highs battle once again. 4 laps to go.
Yep, I'm going to hop on with D-Highs, who had our pole and has given up the lead to Soul Pun now. Battling with Slick. Oh, D-Highs, get off that rock. Okay.
I can't. Anybody could win this race. It's been so close. Love racing like this, but Soul Pun's looking to try to break away. Well, those two in the back battling, and that is the advantage of first when you get a little bit of space. And Slick's doing everything he can to keep him in attacking range, so he can tap him a little bit and slow him up and make him defend. The pack isn't breaking away as much as before, though, because like we do have Soul Pun, Slick, D-Highs, but Blood and Tears and Bumskeg are right there too.
Yeah.
So anything can happen here.
All right, well, that's going to be caution cutoff, so we'll be green to the end here.
Oh, looks like D-High is going for the move here on Slick. See if Slick can defend. Looks like he does. See how he defends in the second corner. D-High tries to go up the inside.
Yep.
Slick again
Slick
powers out with the speed. Yeah.
Slick does a good job to keep it down low. Ooh, a little bumper,
look at that.
bumper
Blood and
action
Tears
there.
Gives a little bump to push D-Highs ahead and tries to follow through. Slick's going really wide. Oh, that was risky. That could have been a flip off those tires.
Oh no!
Blood.
Slick gave Blood a pretty good little bump there. Huh.
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 Well, 2 laps to go. Huh. Soulpun's now extended his lead a little bit. Dehi's in second, Slick is right there in third, and then
Yeah,
Bumskeg
it
is
didn't look
defending
intentional.
Wheelie.
It looked like he was
No, it
trying to
didn't.
recover coming through that back,
Yeah.
and they just went door to door.
I normally call things out if things I think are intentional on stream.
No, that
That
didn't look
wasn't intentional.
intentional. I was just
No.
being funny because it was my teammate.
Yeah, yeah. But it looks like Sulpan has ran away with this as long as he can keep his car on the road and keep it going straight. But Dehi's Slick is battling it out for second like crazy, and we got Wheelie Bum and Bumskeg battling it out for that fourth position.
Yep.
Actually, there we go. Bum just dived up the middle on Wheelie. Wheelie keeps speed on the outside, though. Let's see how corner number 2 goes. Neck and neck.
Yep. Let's see if he's going to try to cross up underneath here. He tries, but Wheelie keeps it down low for a good block move, but Bum's got the preferred line here. He's going to be... Ooh, Wheelie.
Good move by Wheelie. Pushed him a little wide.
Yeah. Wheelie just grabbed that door, said, "No, I don't think I'm going to let you slide past
go
me."
Go to the front of the pack. Here we got Soulpun crossing the line in first. Dehi's in second. Slick in third. Wheelie just beats Bum for a drag race to fourth. Bum in fifth. And then it was McNasty 6th. No Limit in 7th. Frog in 8th. And Blood and Tears in 9th. And that is a hell of a Silver Series race.
Yeah,
that
was action-packed from top to bottom.
Man. Yeah. And my pick 1. Woo! If we were betting on chips like Oscar and Bumskeg do, I'd be in a... but hey, everybody raced great. That was a really good race. So speaking of Soulpun, I should get him in this booth to have a little bit of a race interview.
I'd say we should. You want to take care of that?
Yeah, I'll add him as we speak. Get him in here.
Oh, how are we doing, guys? Been a while since I've been in the booth.
What's up, Soulpun?
Welcome back.
Congratulations.
Yeah, what a
It was
race,
a fight.
man.
It was a dog fight. Be patient.
Yep. Your patience paid off. That late restart worked in your favor there. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I was just trying to keep up with them, waiting for them two to fight, and caution helped me out. It gave me the opportunity for Slick to go a little wild and me to push it a little hard. It was nerve-wracking.
Oh, yeah, I can
tell. Moving into the caution lap, it looked like Slick slowed up again. Let you go through for second because he wanted the inside.
I'm guessing that's what he wanted.
Yeah. Do you prefer, if you were in that situation, you could pick one. Do you prefer where you ended up? Well, I mean, you won the race, but do you like being on that outside and try to carry the speed through, or would you rather tuck on the inside?
I would have rather been on the inside because everybody gets aggressive on first turn. Outside, you get pushed out too much.
Right. So, but you were able to keep your speed, which is a good thing, and well, it worked out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking. I took the lead and heartbeat shot up.
You just keep seeing a hood pop in the bottom of your screen every couple seconds.
That I did. It was interesting. A very fun race, aggressive race. Got top 3 people trying to fight for that points lead.
Yeah.
I love three-way battles for first, man. Never gets old. And congratulations for coming out on top. And good luck in the next one.
Got another one. Let's see how the nerds go with this one.
Well, congratulations, man. Good luck.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Okay, and that was Soulpun, our race 1 winner of the night, and did it in a very, very flamboyant fashion, crossing the line with a good gap between his first and second competitors. Just really putting on a clinic near the end there, how to handle a restart. And well, Soulpun's been through so many restarts that experience kind of shined for him, I think, even being stuck on the outside, like he mentioned. So
yeah, he was able to keep his nerves steady and not make any mistakes down the stretch, and ultimately it paid off for him as he was able to come away with the W. Can he go for back-to-backs?
Yeah, we'll see. It'll definitely be interesting. It's got a lot of competitors. That race was close, so anything can happen. And we're going to pavement now.
Yep,
Should be
all
interesting.
pavement, Espadalen short course. It's about a 31-second lap time or something, so this will be a little quicker. We're doing 20 laps again, 5-lap qualifier. Uh, like you said, it is an all pavement course. With that said, it's very narrow. Not a lot of room to
Very tight.
pass. There's a tight hairpin with a downhill approach, which is very tricky on the braking point. And then there's also a tough chicane right before the start finish, where you come out of like a probably almost a 180-degree turn as well.
And those two corners are going to be the ones to watch if there's any incidents happening, because if you go if you try to nip up on the inside a little too aggressively on that hairpin, which we're going to see the drivers come up to now, there's like a cement barrier there, so people can't cut it. And if you tap it, you're just stuck there. You got to wait for everybody to go by.
Yep.
So definitely watch for guys. Hopefully not getting too aggressive and tapping that barrier, because it could just lead to a pile up. And the other dangerous spot, as you mentioned, is that chicane. And like, you can try to go too wide, but I would not recommend it. It is a scary place to go too wide in.
It was too wide quite a bit in my race, but honestly, the chicane didn't give us any problems.
Oh, it's
The
good.
little nasty right-hander did scoop up somebody though, but it wasn't. It
It's the
wasn't.
main problem area.
Yeah, it wasn't anything that even required a tally though. When he hit it, he was able to slide off of it. Only lost one position.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I feel like that hairpin's extra hard because like
oh, that
your exit.
nasty!
Oh,
That's the danger of cutting that corner right there. That's right along with our.
I didn't even talk about that corner. Yeah, if you go a little too inside, the developers put a good old bump in there to launch you. So
Yeah, I've flipped my car all the way to the outer retaining wall
I
before
think
there.
we were battling each other for position. I think in that race, I can remember a couple seasons ago, you and I were battling
Yeah,
on the
I
long
believe
version
it
of
was
this
the
track.
Gremlin. I think it was the Gremlin
Yes,
season.
I think it was the Gremlin season, and we were battling, having a great battle, and you were in front of me, and then I saw you dipping a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, okay, bye, Captain. Good
Yeah,
racing with you."
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
So,
because it's a pavement course, so everybody is running their suspension full lock low.
oh
And when
yeah,
you
oh
do
yeah.
that, your car is going to bottom out going over that. And the Gremlin was such a light little car, it flipped me all the way out to the wall.
And I will say too that the this car, I think, with it being slammed, it's gonna pose a similar threat where it is heavier than the Gremlin, but you're going so fast past that corner that you hit that bump, it just throws the balance completely off, and you go flying
Yeah.
into the woods.
Yep, you're doing about 85 through that corner, and you're usually flat out. Solpun is really throwing it in wide there, and I'm surprised he's getting it to work. That is so much different than I've seen anybody else run this, but it is working for him.
It is working for him. He's
I
got
mean, look how
34 clear
sideways
now in
he's
pole.
putting it there going into that chicane, dude. He's full 90.
Yeah. Well, I will say it could be just to it might be, yeah, no, it isn't drifting.
He's
I don't
using
know.
it to brake
I'm
instead
gonna
of
watch him.
brake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, look there. He's sliding completely through that corner sideways.
Go with the full set mentality. Yeah, we'll watch him go
Solpun
through this.
is our pole sitter as it sits with a 34.3.
Yeah, he is carrying good speed through that chicane. I'll give him that. He's taking it very smooth.
Looks like he's going to hang on to the 34.3. Next fastest lap back's a 34.5, so he's got a 2/10 lead on anybody else, almost.
Yep. And I'd love to see that these lap times are so close together, all the way from like second to nine. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I love seeing everybody packed in like this.
whole field in less than a second.
Yeah, it should equate to some good racing. But yeah, congrats to Solpun on his pole. Hopefully he doesn't have the same fate that Frog had with his pole sit last race, where it just didn't go his way. But yeah, it should be interesting. Wheelie ended up in third. That's a great position for him.
Yep.
No limit. CTS Dimes, wherever you know him as, he's rocking fourth. So yeah, definitely a shake-up near the top from last race. Just goes to show how balanced really this division is in skill. That you're going to see a lot of different guys in the top or the bottom.
Yeah, depending on track, car, vehicle class, there's a lot of things a lot of variables, and the skill level between each division is just, it's shrinking by the day. The whole league is just getting so much better.
Yeah, like this is our first season running basically 4 divisions, because we've added platinum for the degenerates. And but I do like running the 4 division setup with this many drivers, because you end up getting a little bit of a better racing when you stack them up like this. Just because there's a little more room on the field, because we don't have a full lobby, and you're getting closer lap times as we're seeing here.
Yep.
So I like it. We're just getting ready. Drivers are getting ready, doing what they do. Pre-race rituals. You got any pre-race rituals?
Not any that I can say on air.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I get some water, so I'm probably the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah. Well, there's water involved. You know, you got a water bong.
There is water involved. My water isn't getting heated up. So anyway, good to know.
Yeah. Other than that,
I guarantee that some other drivers pre-race rituals as well in this lobby.
Oh yeah, I share the pre-race ritual with about 90% of the league. But yeah, honestly, besides that, I would say an hour before I race, I typically will hop on, run the car and the tracks I'm running, just kind of get a little familiar. You know, even if I've practiced for hours on hours, it's good to get that refresher right before you go live.
Yeah, I like to, let's just say I have perfect time and infinite time to practice. I'll get all my practice in that I normally do, but what I like to do is I'll stop practicing about an hour and a half before the event, and then 20 minutes, and then I'll take a break, and then 20 minutes, 15 minutes before the event starts, I'll just go on and throw some quick laps as a quick warm-up. I don't know, it's just how I do it. I feel more, I don't know, like, I've done races where I've gone on for an hour before, and I just kind of feel not burnt out. Like, I'm not bored. My concentration starts to go a little bit. So I like taking
and I can understand that. In the past, I was one of the guys who would practice 10 hours a week or whatever, and it's frustrating when you practice that much and don't really have any results to show. So honestly, I've kind of stopped practicing. You know, I'll put an hour in through the week, and then I'll do an hour before the race. It keeps it fresh.
Speaking of racing, here we go. We're lined up.
Green. And Soul Pun makes a aggressive move down underneath to make sure he doesn't get pushed out at all.
Yeah, this is exactly what he wanted. He just wanted to get ahead.
Oh, and everybody sneaks through that turn. Yeah, and he's already got separation on the rest of the field. That man is gone.
And his line that we were talking about earlier, he needs space to do it the way he was kind of sending it in. So
yeah, he's making his car too wide.
Yeah. But he is not out of the woods yet. We got D-Highs behind him with Wheelie Bum in third, and the rest of the pack are battling it out behind, all bunched up together. Looks like No Limit Tuck is going to go for that inside move.
Somebody tapped the wall, but it doesn't look like anybody's around.
Still going good. Starting to single file out just a little bit.
Soul Pun's just out here ripping mid 34s.
I love to see how close these drivers are getting to that barrier, maximizing that corner. It's good to see.
Yeah, it's It's a very high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Because you do shave about a tenth if you can really stick it up in there.
Yep.
But you can also, kill your whole race doing it. You go too far.
I will say too, the more you see drivers battle the chicane, well, that chicane leads right to a straight, and you'll lose a lot of time if you don't get the right exit out of that corner.
Yeah.
Same with the hairpin. So you're going to see drivers that don't.
Ooh, Bumskag catches the. Ooh. It's okay. Blood caught him and made the pass. I don't think that'll be a tally.
Well, it looks like they're still going green, which is good. But you will see on the hairpin and the chicane that if drivers are battling through there, you're going to see a lot more separation on this track versus the other one, because the two places where you're trying to make a move lead you a straight afterwards. So
yeah,
that really does affect your time a lot more. And that's why Soul Pun is getting the lead. He's getting so quickly compared to some of the other tracks. Is he's not battling anybody. He's doing his race. He's taking the line, and D-Highs is having to defend Wheelie Bum, and No Limit's trying to defend Slick. So
yep.
You'll see that separation a lot more on a track like this, even though it is shorter. Oh, there he is. Speaking of tap of the wall, Slick has smacked it. That's definitely going to be a tally. Another car was involved. Ouch.
Yeah.
So, I will say we're under a 1 tally here. Bad luck for Slick. He was up at, I think, 4th. So, unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know if he was near any cars. I didn't quite see it. I just saw his car afterwards. So I don't think he got pushed in. I think it had just been a lapse in judgment. Everybody is trying to get so close to that barrier to try to maximize their speed.
Yeah, they are going to caution here.
Okay. So
one thing about
I'm guessing
that
the
chicane,
Bumskeg thing was one of them. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. One thing about that chicane too is depending on your gearing setup, you'll be pulling a shift in the middle of it, which can cause your wheels to spin out, break traction. So that could have been what it was. Because I run the 2 gear with this car here, and you do have to shift between second into third between the two in the little chicane. And sometimes if you're not paying attention, it'll push your car out to the right into that second wall.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's what we saw there. So bad luck for Slick, but at least it did cause a caution, so he could restack it up with the best of them. Soulpun's lead is evaporated. He's got D-Highs, Wheelie Bum, and No Limit around him, so he's definitely got a lot of competition. He's going to try to do exactly what he did last time, take an aggressive line up the inside and try to just have nobody around him for that hairpin. But we are going green.
Yep, and he got the good jump start again.
Yep.
D-Highs is just going to try to... Yeah, D-Highs is going to try to get a fender on him, but No Limit gets up underneath him, and that's all Soul Pun needed. He's going to take that space and run with it.
We got a drag race between Wheelie and D-Highs, and also another drag race between Bubskeg and McNasty behind. McNasty went on too tight.
Yeah.
Saw that coming. Yeah, and he gets collected. Luckily, nobody spun around.
Yeah.
But it definitely shook everything up.
He definitely bounced through the back of the pack, and it sent a ripple through it.
If Bumskeg didn't catch him there, he would have just off in the bush.
Yeah. But at the front here, we've got Soul Pun, D-Highs, and Wheelie Bum. So Wheelie takes it a little too far out. That's going to make it a 2-horse race at the front.
Now we got, let's see, a decent separation between Soul Pun and D-Highs. We'll see how they both take the chicane. Yeah, I am noticing that Soul Pun versus the rest of the pack, he's taking a wider apex on that last corner, not hugging the corner as much. And the reason that he's doing that is he's taking it wider to get a better straight shot at the chicane. And since you have a straight after it, it's actually the better line. And so in the short term, you will see D-Highs catch up a little bit as we're going around again. You might be able to see this, but Soul Pun doesn't just jam it right up the corner. See how it goes a little bit wider and it carries more speed to hit that chicane. Yeah. Where some of his other competitors are just keeping it as tight as possible.
See, so I had a different philosophy through there that was basically doing the same thing. I would cut it short cut through the right, and that way it straightens the car earlier, and you're on the gas earlier. So I would cut down, keep 2 tires up on the inner berm, and then get all 4 tires. I'll go on Soul Pun here and kind of try to, well, maybe. Yeah,
I know
cut
exactly
that
the line
green
you're talking about.
cut the green part on the right, and then it allows you a straight shot through the rest of the chicane. Instead of having to try to struggle with grip going back and forth to gain acceleration.
Yeah, taking the corner super wide and then cutting it in to carry that speed. Yep. So, it looks like
it's really...
Soul Pun's still got that lead. Wheelie Bum's right on D-Highs, though. We'll see what happens here. Wheelie gets a better corner. Just not quite there enough for a move. Going for it now on the inside. Is it enough? It might just be enough. We'll see how this corner. He's got preferred inside. D-Highs is giving him no space. Really saying, hey, I want that spot back. Great move by D-Highs, just cutting him off there. And yeah, it looks like D-Highs will have a better exit on that run. So that battle definitely will continue to happen throughout this race. Wheelie Bum is all over D-Highs, and this battling is he's going for the move again, is causing No Limit to be able to catch up to them. So it looks like we'll have a 3-way battle for second here.
Yeah. 5 laps left. And D-Highs and Wheelie are really going at it here. Wheelie sticks it up the inside.
See who gets a
D-Highs is going to try to run him down to the middle of the track, try to cut off his angle for this next turn.
Yep.
D-Highs has got to be careful with that, though. If he shoves him too far down in that corner, it's going to bounce both of them out wide, and they're both going to lose position.
Oh, and so somebody at my door. Sorry. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. And D-Highs collects the... That's a bummer. And did Daddy McNasty. That's going to be a full caution, I believe. We had 2 cars there in the hairpin. Collected the barrier there.
Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss?
They are coming to caution. D-Highs caught the inside of the hairpin there.
Oh, geez. Oh, no.
Him and Daddy McNasty both went for moves up the inside, and it was a little too aggressive and caught it. So it's going to be a 3-lap...
Green-white checkered.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3-lap sprint to the finish here. Should be very exciting. We got Soul Pun still out in the lead. Wheelie Bum second. No Limit Tuck third. Bum Skag sneaking up in the front 2 rows.
Very nice, yeah.
So
this is going to be an interesting restart. We've had some great battles between... It was D-Highs and Wheelie, so Wheelie's probably happy just to have D-Highs out of his hair. Looks like they went green a little early.
They went green on the wrong stretch. I wouldn't call that.
They did.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't call it wrong. A different stretch. Yeah.
Well, they're green and they're racing, so...
They're going.
Oh, whoa! Carnage in the back. Insane. So D-Highs and Slick both got collected there. No Limit's going into the bushes.
And that was an unforced error there.
Oh my gosh.
This is just carnage. That's why we start at the start-finish line usually.
That's why we start at the start-finish.
Not before chicane. That was not brilliant, but that's what they did, so we'll go with it.
We're in this boat now, but Wheelie has taken second. Blood and Tears. Okay, here's the survivors. We have the 5 people that survived all the carnage.
Yeah.
And it looks like Wheelie is really pushing Soul Pun here, just trying to get that podium. I know Wheelie's hungry for it. I don't believe Wheelie has got a PRA win under his belt yet. And I know he'd absolutely love to yoink it from Soul Pun.
He can join the club, man. I'm the president of that club.
Yeah. It is a hard thing to do.
It is. especially when you got to race with W, Missouri, Frylock, and all those assholes.
Well, here we go. It's the last lap. Soul Pun is trying to get away from Wheelie, but just can't quite shake that feeling as Wheelie just keeps poking his camera.
Volunteers, keep it together, man.
Oh, Wheelie went for the late move. They're going to be a drag race for first. Soul Pun's got the better exit. Here we go. All or nothing. Soul Pun really beautifully takes that defensively wide. Let's see what happens here.
He runs it down defensive on the inside.
Yeah, it looks like Soul Pun is going to take it here. Amazing races by these two. I know Wheelie wanted one more lap, but we got Soul Pun first, Wheelie second, No Limit in third, McNasty fourth, Buttonteers fifth, D-Highs sixth. Blick is going to cross the line at seventh, and then it'll be Frog and eighth, and Bumpskeg in ninth. But yeah, that restart was eventful.
Yes, it was. Not what I would have done, but let's get Soul Pun back in here.
Yeah, for sure. And I know Soul Pun did win the race, but Wheelie ran a hell of a race, man.
He did. Do you want to invite him in here too?
Yeah, let's get both in here. They both ran really well.
Hey, what's up, Soul Pun?
Hey, Soul Pun.
Long time no see.
We're going to get Wheelie in here as well, and we're going to talk to both you guys, because you guys had a hell of a race there at the end.
Yes, that was very intense with the throw off of the green and everything.
Yeah, so why'd you guys start in the wrong spot? What happened?
Well, it was a unanimous vote. We put it to the whole drivers and everything. It was like, hey, we're all good. We can go now if we want. So we decided to go. It was...
At least you guys all decided it instead of just one guy for going. So there was some organization involved.
Yes, that was.
Yeah. We were a little baffled about what happened, but that's what happened. About half the field got caught up in that chicane there on the restart. So
yeah, it was the last thing I wanted.
Yeah. So this we got Wheelie Bum here joining the booth, and I want to get both you guys in here because Soul Pun, congratulations on sweeping the night. You were in a hell of a race. Started pole, ended pole, defended perfectly. But Wheelie, man, your race was consistent and it was fast, and you had to battle a bunch to get second. So we wanted to congratulate you on your second, man. And you gave Soul Pun a run for the money at the end.
You did.
It was amazing. So.
Thank you, man. Soul Pun, that was a good race, man.
Yeah.
A few more laps.
I knew you were hungry for that win. I could tell you're just right there on his ass. Just not letting him just like make a mistake.
That's all I wanted. Just one slip up was all that was needed.
Yeah. So it was a great race.
Yep. Both of you ran. Race. Yeah, both of you ran great races tonight. Consistency really showed through there for you, Soul Pun, and you too, Wheelie. I believe you finished fairly well in the first race. The second race, though, you were all over Soul Pun, and he had to do everything he could to keep you behind him.
That I did. It was the heart rate went up again when that caution came out.
Yeah. But, I saw you start to change your line a little bit as it started getting down to the last couple laps. Guard that bottom a little better.
I knew we was going to try to run and had to do something. I know this is gonna help our team event for the season. It's gonna help us out. Hopefully we can jump up there a little more.
Yeah,
so,
well, two first place wins is definitely gonna put your team towards the top after this week. Congratulations, man. I don't think I have anything else for you.
Flying missiles, we got to get our way up. Thank you for it. Later, guys.
Hey, see ya. Take it easy,
Soul Pun. Soul Pun. And a great race, really.
Yeah.
Great
race, boys.
Pleasure, y'all. Thank you.
Well, that was our number 1 and number 2, Soul Pun and Wheelie of that. Well, that was a crazy race. A lot happened, but definitely exciting stuff. Silver put on a great show.
Yep. Thank you guys for joining us tonight on this Monday evening. I've been Captain Napkins 88, joined by my good friend Squeller 22. I think we're gonna sign off here. So
I'm gonna plug one thing before we go and just say that the PC series is gonna be running tonight. I'll be racing in it at 10 o'clock. Pretty sure we're gonna stream on the PRA Network channel. Cross handles that side of it. So yeah, go check that out if you want to see some more racing at 10 o'clock for the PC side of things.
Yeah, the racing's not over yet. Yeah, hey, no problem.